Good morning, guys. It's been a while since I made a video, but I am back. It's been a while because some of you may know that I'd lost my Snapchat account, but I won't go into detail with that. Some of you will probably have a rough idea, but I won't explain it. Other than Snapchat doesn't like third-party apps, so yeah, there's that, but never mind. Anyways, I was gonna make a few videos in recent times previously, leading up to my trip going to France and Spain, but I've just not had the motivation to do it because, well, Snapchat was sort of my, sort of main thing to document stuff on, and I haven't got that now. And I know, I've got YouTube and that, but I feel like if I'm going to make videos on YouTube, I need to, I want them to be, decent, rather than just, dossing about. But yeah, anyways, I'm just currently stood in my room. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. Yeah, clothes everywhere. My drawers are broken. And I've got rid of the bed. That's a TV box there. That's another telly. That one's broken. The picture's gone on it for some reason. But other than that, yeah. I will be getting a bed in here at some point, but I've just not got around to it yet. So, anyways, before I lost my Snapchat account, I said I was getting another car to go down to France in, and I have, where are we at? That's the key for it. If you can recognise with the key, it says Rover on it. It's probably backwards, but it is a Rover. I have. Got it off my good friend Matty. Shout out to Matty, who I bought it off. It is a good car. It's only got it had 50,000 miles on when I bought it. I've done about 2,500 miles in it so far, so it's not too bad. I've had to give it an oil change and stuff like that. But without further ado, let's go see the car. Here she is. She's a 1999 Rover 400 with the alloy wheels. There's not a spot of rust on there at all. There's a little thing on the bumper there, but this is the vehicle I shall be going to France in the next week or so. Under the bonnet we have Rover's 1.4 twin cam 16 valve. With a cable throttle and fuel injection. And that's the ECU there, which is an odd place for it. I've never seen one there before. Pretty standard interior for the Rover. Wood effect dash trim, Vulgar upholstery. No aircon though, and obviously this isn't the original radio either. I do still have the original radio for it, but I couldn't connect it to the car because this LCD screen's a bit broken and it just wouldn't work. Obviously it wouldn't be Rover without the perforated half steering wheel. And that's the mileage, 52,645 miles. Probably be a little bit more today because I'm going up to Greenock to see my friend Liam. Shout out to Liam if you're watching this. But yeah, so it's got electric sunroof. Not only does it got down and in. It also tilts up as well, which is good. And also there's like a little bit of mould in places. And the roof line's sagging in the back a bit. But other than those little niggles, she's a good runner. And starts on the dot every time. I'm just currently sat at the garage at Dumfries with a can of Coke. I've got a Rockstar as well. Change of plan as I'm not going to see my friend anymore. He's got other plans. But I'm going to try and make a video out of this today because I haven't made one in a while. I'm just like, I feel like at the moment I haven't really got a plan in mind in terms of doing things, which is why I've not filmed any videos recently. Like, I'll be honest with you, I haven't really got a life. I go to work and I go to the gym, and the bits in between I just sort of doss about. I'm either driving places where I don't really need to drive to, or I'm just like, yeah, I'm just sort of vibing. Some people might think it's not healthy. I don't know. I'm not sure really what I'm meant to be doing right now. But I am looking forward to this French road trip I'll be doing. I'll be filming that because it'll give us something to focus on. In terms of sleeping in the car, I don't think I'll be sleeping in the car much because, well, it's not the car. I think it's just being down south and sleeping in the car would be a bit odd. It's alright if you're in Scotland because there's a lot of open space, whereas like, you know, down south you buy a lot of cities and stuff like that, and the posh areas and stuff like that. So I'm thinking I'll get a cheap hotel on the Saturday for the Saturday night when I get there, and I get the ferry at 8 o'clock in the morning from Portsmouth over to Cairn, so it shouldn't be too bad. And I don't mean to waffle on, yeah, we'll see how today goes. I haven't really got like I say, I haven't got a plan in mind, so yeah. Thank you for tagging along if you made it this far. Here I am in Glasgow. Some construction going on. there's Peppy, the Rover. Pay for parking and then head on back down to Carlisle.
I feel like spring feels more like summer than actual summer. It's just there's something about spring that just I don't know. It just feels more summery than summer. As well as the subject of summer, this car, like the Honda, has a sunroof, as you can probably tell. Also, with it not having aircon, the first two settings on the blower motor don't work. So it's either like, so you have to have it on like fully on if you're gonna have it on. But luckily the recirculation works, so that's a good feature. It's also got manual door mirrors, as well as hand crank windows, which you know will never go wrong. And it has central locking, which is a bit of an odd combination, because you'd think if they can fit central locking, they'd be able to fit electric windows. But there is slots down here by the handbrake where the MB Honda Civic, which is what this car is based off, is the slot for the electric windows, and Rover decided not to put them in, which I don't understand. But unlike the Honda that I had, the Estate, the horn does work on this, and the indicators is on the left side rather than the right side, because the Honda was an American, I suppose, type of car that the Japanese made. And it's also, if you know what I mean, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, this, apart from the engine, which is quite tappy when it's cold, she's a good runner. She's not really that rusty. It's a bit of surface rust underneath, but now nothing that can't be like sandblasted and resprayed or all that sort of thing. Yeah. When I've only had this car about a month, and when I first got it, the oil hadn't been changed in it in like 10 years, so it was very tappety then. Like the oil lost all viscosity in it. So I managed to do that, and I love how easy it is to change the oil in one of these, because the oil filter is directly in front of the sump plug, so it's really easy access. Like honestly, a toddler could change the oil on this car. It's that easy. Yeah, I just love how dead simple cars like this are, because cars nowadays, they've got no taste, there's nothing interesting about them other than they're just full of computers and they're designed to break, so then you can take them back to the dealership, and the dealership will charge a fortune to get your car sorted. But this is why, like, need to keep cars like this on the roads, because if we're all driving electric cars, which I quite frankly find boring, you know, it's, well, you can't review electric cars that much, because it's just a computer. Whereas cars like this, you know, the Rover's got a bit of personality. Fair enough, the Rover in general, they weren't that known for reliability. Things would break on them, and obviously we're under British leyland, so you can tell the build quality wasn't that great. The only reason this Rover kind of stands the test of time is because it's based off a Honda. That's basically it. But the original Rovers, which are like built from the ground up, yeah, they weren't that good. But nowadays, if you see an old proper Rover driving about, they're worth a fortune. But yeah, but this is why I'm taking this car to France with me, France and Spain with me, because you know, you can have the sunroof open. It's like massively underpowered as well, so you can just cruise along like you can in the Honda. I mean, the Honda was a 2 litre petrol, but you know, like even that was still a bit flat. The only reason you could rev the tits off that car is because it had a Civic clutch in it, and I think it had lighter wheels and it was stripped, so it had a lot of weight taken out of it until I put the interior back in it. But even then, you could still like crack the tits off it and it wouldn't harm it at all. But with the Rover engine, it's tweaked slightly. It's not the same as the. Well, it's quite similar to the 1.4 in the Honda Civic. Only it's a twin cam, but it doesn't have VTEC, so I'm not sure. I don't really quite understand that. But I have been thinking about come the winter time, I'm gonna thinking about putting a Civic engine in this anyways, just to make it a bit more reliable. But I haven't fully decided on that yet. I've got other ideas up my sleeve. I also have another car at home, a 1998 Volkswagen Passat B5 in red, same as this. That's got nearly 200,000 miles on it. It's a 1.8 turbo, and it absolutely drinks fuel. It's so bad. Like the last time I drove it, I got about 29 miles to the gallon out of it, which to some be like, oh, that'll be really good. It's like, it's not. It's like, I've had like a Focus, bear in mind it was a diesel, and I managed to get like 60 miles to the gallon out of it. So like, I feel like anything 50 plus up is, you know, pretty good for the amount of miles you get out of a tank. But the Passat is just absolutely shocking on fuel, and it had an oil leak as well when I got it, and it's on coilovers, but whoever had it last, they didn't install them properly, so it was the tyres were catching on the arches. They were just taking chunks out the shoulder of the tyres. So I managed to get that sorted. I got the oil leak sorted as well, and it was on Audi TT alloys when I got it. I'll show you when I get back home. But I feel like the TT alloys were too big for the car, so I swapped them for standard wheels, but the tyres on it are buggered, so I'm going to have to get some new tyres for it when I get paid, and then I will be putting that car up for sale because I'm wanting to get a camper or some sort of van to convert to sleep in. But that is my next plan after I've been to France and Spain in the car. Let's get rid of that car and focus on getting a camper. So then we could go on like weekends away, that sort of thing. Make some decent content as well as, you know, memories and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not sure if this vlog is making any sense because I've not really had I don't really have a plan anyways on making videos. Like I've not really got a mindset on what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna film throughout the day. But it's been a while, and I feel like I need to upload something, and I'm probably waffling on right now because this is just, I'm doing this in like one